organizations, their stories, the case studies, and well known authors. Although it's fascinating, a book writing journey sometimes gives a writer's block, a blank page challenge, and a pressure to create something unique. Welcome to our podcast series, Figure It Out. I am Veena with Ram, one of the five authors of Figure It Out, an unconventional business book. Ram heads the strategy. He comes with a rich experience of 20 plus years in consulting, research, and academics. He holds his passion in designing through organic solutions, business insights, and linguistics. So, Ram, I have been witnessing this journey, but when and how did it struck you about authoring a book?
Thank you, Vina. It's a very interesting one to begin on the podcast. I congratulate for taking the efforts into converting the very understanding of and learning the journey of around the last 4 years into this particular podcast. So, to begin with the idea of book, it has multi layers to present my perspective to it. One, we for long been conversing, been discussing a lot of interesting issues across the teams, but we were quite certain some point of time that the way in which a book can come out can actually carve an edge to your understanding, despite many of us, many of the peer understands the same kind of an quality, same kind of an understanding about what's happening in a context. So we had a couple of choices. One, we were thinking out to write a book on technology or on business patterns and trends, or we would like to present a book that actually captures the imagination of our understanding into techno-business consulting. So in the process, we figured it out a way in understanding what this book is all about and how this book needs to be positioned. But the very difficult thing to arrive at was the ability to write a book. It comes from a background of a very strong research. Since we were just learning a lot of things around, but we never seriously part of any research. To develop something into a book through research, we should be in a position to clarify a lot of perspectives to the reader. That was not that easy thing to happen. Three, to write a book on a consulting as a context, it isn't quite easy. And very interestingly, to write a book on consulting format, it by and large a dry subject. Yeah, the practitioners might find easy, but rest of the focus of the fraternity might find it very difficult to understand, interpret, and practice a strategy is quite difficult. So we thought, why don't we innovate or recreate a form and format of a book where everything that we understood, everything we took from the experiences of our own life, everything that we understood, how somebody was able to disrupt around across segments, we decided to create a very universal form and format. Each of the topic, each of the theme, into 4 pages, where each page with a title, 2 with a core basic content, and 3 associating it with a lot of national and international business instances. And interestingly, the idea to take this much forward, to make this more crispy, to make this more easier for a reader, we thought, why don't we establish an interactivity with the reader, and that's how the basis of the journey is actually began with.
Okay, so definitely the process is tedious and been surfing through the book. So it says it's unconventional. So is it a creative book, a business book, or is it for academics?
The book belongs to academics, the book belongs to industry, book belongs to entrepreneurship, aspirants. Yeah, it is a In a way, it is a pocket book for a lot of strategical thoughts, a lot of strategical themes that can be put in most simplest form. That's the beauty of it. To make this more to make this more acceptable, we as authors, we thoroughly understood what exactly to be put in place. We thought, rather than following a pattern, we thought to set a new way in which that the non-readers, the non-readers of a book also to be part of this. And this doesn't usually take much time to grasp a subject. Either the title or the core content or the instances can actually provide a lot of basis where it actually establishes a dialogue or interactivity with the authors or with their fraternity, and it can trigger a lot of enthusiasm to understand this more. So moving forward to this aspect, we also try to support a lot of new patterns associated with this book. One, you have a self-help where a lot number of globally written books on the same topic are available, where you can go ahead and read them. Two, there are other more number of business instances mentioned where it can actually enlarge your understanding, help you to develop more insights into what that particular theme is all about. And third, interestingly, there is something called self-assessment, where you find the topic interesting, you find the theme interesting, and you have a sense of need as a service. I think you can scan the questionnaire that is available, and we are there to interact at any given possible time.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. So it's trying to target the audience from different horizons, and I'm sure people have a lot of business enableness to explore the book. So how does the book's theme relate to the current trend in business world?
Yeah, as I hinted in my previous answer, that we want to create something like a Swiss knife, where a Swiss knife more probably is a tool that can give you multiple tools, help you across different contexts, but all comes in one shape. But the purpose and utility of them are entirely different, like a Swiss knife. That's where Figure It Out also holds an edge over other books. It just did not innovate the form and format. It just does not carve a niche in the way in which the 50 different themes are put in place. We also found an interesting way to engage and showcase our capacities and capabilities. By and large, this serves as a visiting card for us. And the looking deep into it, to an extent, it unveils a lot of interesting aspects where most of the decision makers understand or follow the by and large the patterns that are going around in the industry. So we want them to take a while to understand and practice them. Why can't a book like this can facilitate their existing thinking rather than giving them a new knowledge? I think that's one of the pattern that we want to build it in a way that we value the reader now. Before the reader comes and turns the pages, I think one interesting aspect that they can go through is that everything that is mentioned in the book is just an enabling factor rather than pushing something new into it. That's the second one. And third, very interestingly, as I said, the capacities and capabilities of the team are by and large are being presented in as a mixture of it.
Yeah, so let's keep this conversation on. So, in the coming up episodes, we will be talking about the concepts. We will cover all the themes, all the 50 themes in the book. And for the aspiring readers, the book is available for pre orders and the link is available in the description. Thank you so much, Ram. Let's converse more and have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you.